एवरीवन, तो फिर आज मैं खेलने वाला हूँ रेड डेड रेडेम्पशन 1। और मैंने GTA भी खेल चुका है, ख़त्म कर दिया था, लेकिन उसका मैं वीडियो नहीं बनाया, लेकिन मैं इसका पक्का बनाऊंगा। तो अभी इस गेम को चालू करना है। सबसे पहले तो मुझे इसको रिकॉर्ड इधर में कैसे करना है पता नहीं है, कुछ यूट्यूब से देखा है। ओके, इसको ऐसे विंडोज़ प्लस आर प्लस आर मतलब रिकॉर्ड चालू होता है। ठीक है, ओके सही है। और हेडफोन वाइज सही है। ओके, बता दो। ओके, आप गेम्स कहाँ से निकालने में? ओके, आई गॉट इट। ठीक है, लेकिन गेम्स नहीं है यार, निकालने वाला। तो ये इसको ये रखें। ठीक है, ले ओके। क्या हो रहा है? मतलब रिकॉर्डिंग भी चालू नहीं हुई, अभी चालू कर रहा हूँ, पता नहीं कैसे। एक सेकंड कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ ना, एक सेकंड इसको करता हूँ। ये रिकॉर्डिंग क्यों चालू नहीं हो रही है यार? मैं वही कब से देख रहा हूँ। विंडोज़ प्लस आल्ट प्लस आर यहाँ पे आना दिखाना चाहिए। गेमिंग फीचर आंट अवेलेबल फॉर विंडो डेस्कटॉप फाइल एक्सप्लोरर। पता नहीं क्या क्या बोल रहा है यार। ओके, चालू हो गया क्या? देख लेता हूँ। CPU क्या है ये? कुछ समझ में तो नहीं आ रहा है। सब ऑलरेडी वीडियो 2 मिनट की हो चुकी है और मुझे पता ही नहीं चल रहा इसको कैसे करना है यार। तो अभी क्या करना चाहिए? रुके यार, मतलब इसको ठीक करता हूँ एक सेकंड। तो फिर मैंने थोड़ा बहुत यूट्यूब में देखा है, अब देखते हैं, ट्राई करते हैं चलता है क्या। ओके, तो विंडोज़ प्लस जी दबाओ, फिर चलना, फिर बाद में कैप्चर सुनेगा, रिकॉर्डिंग। इसे क्या हुआ? चलो, अब रिकॉर्डिंग चालू तो हुई। ओके, मतलब पहले भी चालू हो गई थी यार। ठीक है, कैसे नहीं, जैसे रिकॉर्डिंग चालू हो चुकी है तो अभी खेलना चालू करते हैं। तो सबसे पहले सेटिंग में जाना है, क्योंकि मुझे सेटिंग नहीं छोड़ी। ये क्या लेता हूँ? ओके, करते प्ले। क्या है क्या ये? नॉर्मल आर्ट्स को पता नहीं, अभी हम लोग पहली बार खेल रहे तो नॉर्मल में दबाते हैं। चलो, सेविंग कॉन्टेक्ट प्लीज डोंट। स्टोरी चल रही है कुछ। ओके, बच्चा अच्छा लग रहा है यार, मतलब एक गेम में पहली बार बच्चा देखा मैंने अभी। लगता है कोई काउबॉय की स्टोरी चल रही है भाई साहब, अरे सिनेमा लग रहा है भाई, कोई एनिमेटेड 3D मूवी वैसा लग रहा है। ब्लैक वाटर, GTA 5 से थोड़ी ग्राफिक कम है लेकिन सही है, मतलब GTA 4 जैसी ग्राफिक है इसकी, GTA 4 जैसी।
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased while we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to everything.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they live like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
भाई पहले उड़ चुका है, अब वो बनेगा।
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to
बुढ़िया
be
बहुत ज़्यादा बोल रही
judgmental,
है।
but this state should not
इसको
be
अगर मैं
ruled
मार
by
पाऊँ ना,
such
मार
a
दूंगा मैं सिर्फ बुढ़िया
disgusting
को।
family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are
नहीं
many
that
things
story
that money
चलते हुए।
cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
चल रहा है कब
What
से?
you must remember, my dear, is that
5
we
मिनट
have
से
been
चल
brought
रहा है
here
अभी।
to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it
भाई
is
आँखें एकदम
confusing.
real लग रही है यार।
You only have to ask me if you need help.
And
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
आर्मेडिलो स्टेशन। तो यहीं पे अपनी स्टोरी चलेगी। तो कितने लोगों ने खेला है यार अभी तक? हाँ, क्योंकि मैं रॉकस्टार के ज़्यादातर सारे GTA गेम खेल चुका हूँ। ये वाला पता नहीं है मेरे को, मैं तो भागना चालू कर दिया, थोड़ा धीरे चलते हैं यार। तो भाई ये क्या ऊपर एक्स है क्या? हाँ, ठीक है चलो। किधर गया एकदम मस्त कौवा की तरह। बुड्ढा मेरे को बुला रहा है और खुद मज़े ले रहा है। देखो भाई मैं साथ में नहीं हो रहे।
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your
John
friends from
Murphy अपना
Blackwater
कैरेक्टर
hired
का
me to
नाम है।
gag you.
They ain't my friends. I'm pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
फॉलो करना है, ठीक है चलो।
All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get. If you say so.
I'd steer clear of Pleasant's house about it. Fantastic.
क्या दबा है?
Fella,
ये
stop.
दबा है,
You
ठीक
be
है
on the
ठीक है
spurs
चलो।
now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
तो ये ऑलरेडी दबा के दबा है। स्पीड कैसे दौड़ाना है? वो लेफ्ट शिफ्ट होल्ड करने से दबा। ओके ये है उसमें की दबा देखो। अरे भाई क्या क्या दबा दिया मैंने। चलो रुक भाई रुक रुक। अरे अरे क्या यार घोड़ा मर जाता है।
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to
अरे
want to
घोड़ा
visit.
थोड़ा बहुत चलाना आ
If you
गया
don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most redefective. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
बड़े मजा आ रहा है।
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Giddy-up. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr.
Press
Marston.
V
Just
to
over this hill.
अरे अरे घोड़ा किधर गया बे मेरा घोड़ा। अरे घोड़ा किधर गया? अरे बाप रे। ठीक है चलो
Come on.
आगे तो बढ़ स्पीड से। चलो अभी चला घोड़ा।
Whoa! Listen, mister.
ठीक है एक
This
अड्डा
here
मिला है
is
मेरे को।
that force. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
ना बुड्ढा मस्त है। मुझे बुड्ढा अच्छा लगा है। क्या अप्रोच फोटो के पता नहीं क्या बोल बस स्पीड चलते देखते क्या बोलते हैं तो स्पीड चले यार एक घोड़े को पता नहीं यार क्या प्रॉब्लम है अंदर से बहुत धीरे जा रहा है कैसे मारूंगा इसको अभी? चलो पहला मिशन शायद ये इसमें आई थिंक 58 सब मिशन है देख रहा है भाई देख रहा है
Bill, I've come
फिर
for
तुम्हें
you.
जाना क्या
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
विलियम सेड मारा आपको मारा
away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
You never tried to save me before. You
मतलब
only
कोई लोग को
seem
मारना चाहता है
to
दो
save
भाई को
yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
ए, गोली मार दी रे अपने को
Poor kid.
अरे क्या रे आपको हम कुछ कर भी नहीं पाए गोली मार दिया यार लगा मेरे को फाइट सीन होगा जैसा बिल्डअप हो रहा था फाइट सीन होगा लगा ये तो गोली मार दिया यार क्या दिमाग खराब हो गया है ये कौन आया अभी जैसा बिल्डअप इन लोगों ने दिखाया था ना कसम से लगा भाई अब मार धार होगी यार यहाँ तो हीरो को गोली लग गई यार और क्या है उसको उठा के लेके जा रहा है एक लड़की है शायद हाँ एक लड़की है न्यू फ्रेंड्स ओल्ड प्रॉब्लम्स
Well, you're alive.
so it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
लाखों पे आ रहे
You'll be
थोड़ा सा
okay.
ऐसे कर लेते हैं
Once you didn't die, the doctor said
Okay.
you'd be fine. We got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. A long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have.
आपकी बहुत इज्जत करते हैं शायद यहाँ पे।
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch tour. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
तो अभी भी चोट लगी है तो ऐसे ऐसे हिचका रहा है। तो इधर जाने को बोल रहा है। घोड़ा नहीं है क्या? चलो घोड़ा है, घोड़े पे मजा आ रहा है। ऐसे ही चलो। अरे, घोड़ा स्पीड ही नहीं बढ़ता यार इसका, मुझे पता भी नहीं कि इसको रोकना है। इसको अभी भी चोट लगी है।
How do you do?
कब से चले जा रहा हूँ, ये आगे आगे आ जगह आगे जगह।
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
लगता है ये काम देख इसको है। Press release to focus important.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. You won't bite.
अरे मेरा कोई घोड़ा ले लेता मैं यार, यहाँ से लेके वहाँ तक फालतू में।
Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
ये इसमें रियलिस्टिक यार, उसको चोट लगी है ना गोली, अभी भी उसको दर्द हो रहा है।
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Come on, Mr. Marston, pick up the pace.
ओ भाई मेरा घोड़ा, भाई साहब क्या दर्द लगाई है मेरे घोड़े ने यार।
Yeah. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the
मतलब
house.
इनका एरिया है
Let's stop
कितना
for a
सा
while
है।
before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
क्या उतरना है क्या? कुछ बोला मेरे को यार, क्या बोला? इसको खाना खिलाने के लिए क्या? प्रेस F। वो रस्सी से मारना भाई साहब, ये GTA से भी थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही रियलिस्टिक है यार। चलो ये तो भाग गया, घोड़ा भी भागता है भाई। तो खाना वाना खिलाएगा यार, ये तो अलग ही लेवल पे है।
Getting shot and then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I guess get some rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables? Will you help me keep watch on the property
अब
line? this
मिलेगी
evening?
बंदूक चलाना यार।
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
इसको अभी भी दर्द हो रहा है, मुझे लगा ठीक हो जाएगा। तो ज़्यादा रियलिस्टिक नहीं बना दिया इन लोगों ने। तो मेरा काला घोड़ा है, ठीक है चलो जल्दी दबा। ओ माय गॉड भाई, मैं सोचा चलो आगे जाके पड़ेगा तो पीछे से कूद गया रे यार। मस्त गेम है भाई ये, स्टार वाला यार।
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
तो ये पेट्रोलिंग कर रहा है।
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you?
क्या बोला इसने?
Come on then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
इनको मारना है क्या? ऐसे चलो गन निकाला, मारो इसको।
Good shot.
ओके, खरगोश को भी मारना पड़ेगा। ओए लेकिन जो है भाई अपने को तो
You got one.
काम दिया है तो करना पड़ा, मजबूरी है यार। मैं अच्छा आदमी है फिर भी इन लोगों को मार रहा हूँ। भाग गए, कहाँ भाग गए वे? लेकिन बोला अच्छा ठीक है, छोड़ दिया, जाने दिया मैंने। देखो यार इतना भला आदमी हूँ मैं, यही औरत है जो सबको मारती रहती है यार। क्यों मारती है यार? तो गन को अंदर कैसे डालना है पता नहीं है, गन को अंदर कैसे डालना है। बैठो ऐसे।
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. Come on, boys.
क्या घर के है?
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote?
अरे
Get
भाई
those
भाग,
pests
मेरा
before they
घोड़ा।
scare the livestock.
ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा स्पीड है नहीं मेरा घोड़ा। लेकिन घोड़ा तो भाग यार।
Easy now.
घोड़े को कैसे भगाऊं यार? कैसे देखो, अरे घोड़ा ही नहीं भाग रहा है यार, दिमाग खराब हो रहा है।
Let's go.
ओ अब समझा। नहीं यार फिर भी नहीं भागा, इधर भी मार भी नहीं रहे। ये मर भी नहीं रहे यार मेरे से।
That coyote
भाग
wants
में
you
मेरा
back.
घोड़ा एक बार।
Looks like that was the last coyote.
मैं इसको मार रहा हूँ। दिमाग खराब गया यार। घोड़ा भागता हो ना मेरा, भाग भाई, अभी तो भाग। चलो अभी भागा, अभी रुक गया।
Come on.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
I didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
तो मेरे को ये घर मेरे को दे दिया, ठीक है चलो। मेरे को ज़्यादा है वो, अरे यार एक दूसरा। ओके
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get you sleep and I will see you in the morning.
ये सीखना है यार, ये घोड़ा पहली बार चला मैं, चल नहीं रहा यार घोड़े की सवारी। लगते थे मुझको गाड़ी पे घोड़ा। क्या इफ यू स्लीप 8 घंटे तक सो सकते हैं? 8 है कि 6 घंटे। ऐसे रूम तो बहुत बड़ा है भाई। क्या अभी भी रात है? तो क्या दबाना है सोने के लिए वैसे? प्रेस यू टू स्लीप क्या है? चलो अभी सोने वाला है तो फाइल से जैसे कुछ है यार। स्टार्ट वेटिंग ओके, सुबह हो गई। अभी बी के पास जाना है अपना घोड़ा। क्या गया सुबह पे जाए क्या? जेंटलमैन मैंने हॉर्स के लिए दबाव करो। अब मैं इस घोड़े पे थोड़ा सीखता हूँ। शिफ्ट दबाओ फिर छोड़ना ऐसे दो बार। अरे यार लेकिन एक वो की खुल जाता है यार इसमें, अगर मैं ऐसे करूँ ना की खुल जाता है। स्पीड कैसे बढ़ा समझ में नहीं आ रहा। ये स्पीड बढ़ाने में तो की आती है ना एक का, मतलब अगर तुम लैपटॉप यूज़र हो तो तुम्हें पता है की होती है तो उसमें आती है। ग्रीन मतलब अपना घर है क्या? ठीक है चलो बी के बाद जाना है। ब्रेक गाड़ी समझ के ब्रेक लगा रहा था यार। अरे सॉरी इधर नहीं, इधर काटना है ना इसको, इधर। अरे भाई कूद गया यार, कुत्ता तो देखा मैं इसको। लगता है इसकी चोट ठीक हो गई, क्रैश हो गया तो। प्यार बनक रहा है दोनों के बीच।
Come here, come here. You know, you never did tell me how you got that. Wait.
No, miss.
Well, why not?
Certainly don't mind that. Don't mind my tell. It's easy to complicate someone says that. But telling you not only your life in danger, but also that lives of people I know.
Apologize.
reticence. Would you believe me when I say that it's damaged?
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand the city well, so
बंदूक है
No city and that's
but that's how you get on the train to Blackwater. You would jump down the road.
I'm still no city.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston. Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
Make you happy.
Whoa.
ऐसे घोड़ा भागता ना मस्त मजा आता
Let's go.
थोड़ा सीख रहा हूँ अभी रेस लगाना है भाई घोड़ा चलाने नहीं आता है मेरे को घोड़ा चलाना नहीं आता है और ये लड़की तो मेरे से ज़्यादा स्पीड में चल रही है चला रहा हूँ रास्ता पता नहीं है तो मैं कैसे लेके जाऊँ उसको तो सारा रास्ता पता है अबे यार मैं नहीं मानूंगा यार चीटिंग है मेरे साथ अरे भाग मेरे भाई भाग तू भाग औरत से हारना बहुत बुरी बात है खासकर गेम में अबे इसने मुझे लाठी मार दिया भाई घोड़े ने भी लात मार दिया यार बैठ जल्दी बैठ भाई यार ये रियलिस्टिक है अभी वो कहाँ पहुँच गई होती है टेक ओवर कर लिया था Martians and aliens. Okay. अरे घोड़ा किधर गया अभी? बड़ी मुश्किल से तो सीखा था उसको यार, घोड़ा उधर ही है। अरे जगह सामने ही है यार, तो ठीक है, इसको मैं बांध तो दूँ। बांध दिया। चलो तो ये कैसे गाड़ी है बे? एक चला के देखिए, मजा आएगा। चला ही नहीं भाई, क्या है, ये गाड़ी नहीं चला सकते हैं। मजा आता है इसको चलाने में।
Ah, Mr.
I'm
Marston,
fine.
how are you?
Good, Mr. Farley. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I can do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman.
क्या चलाने दे रहे
Take the
हैं
driver's seat, come on.
बे? क्या दबाना है? की दबाना है? मिशन पे लेता है इसलिए नहीं चल रहा है, तो और आगे जाओ। क्या ले, दबा तो दिया मैंने।
Is there a problem, Mr.
Yes,
Marston?
Betu.
Can we get going?
फाइनली बैठ तो गया।
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life
ये
for
देखा,
our
मार
last
मार के
boat?
चलाना
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's
तो लेफ्ट
relief.
से दिया, क्या
Perhaps
हुआ?
there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
Admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar.
बोला ना, जो बटन स्पीड बढ़ाने का है वो बटन एक की है, समझे?
outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. How do you do, sir? I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
ये फार्मर है?
Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not. But it does okay.
मतलब ये शहर है एक आर्माडिलो।
Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. First one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Just finished up. How can I help?
क्या एक डॉक्टर है
How are you, friend?
You need something for that gout? Any trouble, let me know.
यही है क्या
Much obliged.
हो सकता है क्या ओके हो सकता है क्या बोला समझ में नहीं आया इसके बारे में
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take the stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
उधर घर दिया हुआ था तो यहाँ पे क्यों आया हो बस ब्लू मतलब मेरा घर है क्या क्या घर पे जाना है कि किधर बनना है ओके, चलो। मतलब घर खरीद सकते हो ओके 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 अरे यही तो है यार
Word to the wise, buddy. Don't do that again.
समझ में नहीं आ रहा, अगर खरीदना है तो कैसे खरीदना ये प्रॉपर्टी का भी है
Be righteous.
Really?
Bathe in his blood for repentance. I'm gonna shut down Madam Kristen's run.
किसे पता है किसे खरीदना है इसको
Hello there.
तो ये क्या है गन शॉप
I got iron to suit any need. Please.
Why,
Marshal
hello.
this step up post haste.
इसके
Man,
पास
start
पैसा
requesting
टोटल
his
जीरो है
speed.
क्या नहीं हो सकता।
Thanks a lot.
हाँ घोड़ा अरे ये क्या है बे?
Hey, you, Cincinnati guy, come over here. Howdy. You a tough guy,
No need for that,
I
partner.
hope so. We gonna have a showdown. You're in way over your head, son.
I'll shut that mouth of yours for good.
How'd you like it? I'd want it
वो
between
मतलब
the
मैं
eyes.
फाइट कर रहा हूँ
No
ओके
pain.
ओके ठीक है कैमरा सजेस्ट कर फाइट चलो रही मैं कैमरा चेक कर रहा हूँ अरे यार रुक हाँ चलो क्या करना है? अरे मार मेरे भाई मार मार अरे क्या करना है तो समझ में नहीं आया डेड क्या करना था समझ में नहीं आया यार तो कैसे करता मैं ये क्या ये मेरा घर है ठीक ओके किधर ये घर? तो वही जगह है भाई, सेम जगह पे। अब मुझे यहाँ से शहर जाना पड़ेगा बस। शहर के लिए चलो। इसका मिशन पहले करो या उसका करना है? इधर का मिशन खत्म कर देता हूँ पहले।
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very
ये
interesting
सारे
to you,
राज
but
खोल रहा है।
I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. Poor man.
In this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on a boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childhood.
क्या यार सब इसके खानदान के मर चुके हैं।
She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. That's the life I left. I tried to leave. Said too much. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need? Money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
All right, let's head over to the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle. Yeah! Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
How are you, Miss McFarland?
Come on,
Whoa there!
let's go.
That's it. Stay behind him, Mr. Moss. He's got it.
Come on.
Nice job, Mr. Martin.
Keep on
Herd the
moving.
cows down the road! Pretend you know what you're doing!
Oh, you dumb
Good
hammer.
job.
Ain't that hard, is it?
This way! We need to take them out to the pasture! Wrong way, Mr. Marston!
चलो सर 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 वर लग रहा है गांव में आते हैं ना गाय चराने ऐसा लग रहा है रर सर सर चलो चलो सर सर अरे यार इसलिए मुझे पसंद बोला था दादा ने रुक रुक
Come on.
गोली मारू क्या सब गौ माता है
Go.
अभी अभी गाय गाय भटक जाएंगे यार समझ में नहीं आएगा कौन सी गाय है
Keep going, Mr. Marston. He's just showing off now.
Hey!
Easy now! Keep sweeping behind them! That way they'll stay together! You're not much good at this, are you?
Come on. Come on.
यार ये बहुत मुश्किल है वे इससे अच्छा तो जीटीएस की गेम होती है यार क्योंकि मार धार मारो खत्म करो यार जब मैं गाय चढ़ा रहा हूँ बेल चढ़ा रहा हूँ पता नहीं क्या क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं खरगोश मार रहा हूँ कुत्ते मार रहा हूँ यार चल चलो आगे चलो आगे चलो
Keep him tight now.
चलो कम से कम साथी आए हैं इनके साथ
Yeah. Let's go.
हो गया पहुँच गए क्या
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
$5 मिले ये यम नाम वाला कौन है यार इसको देख के आता मेरे को 20 से तो समझ आ गया वो घोड़ा ये देखो इससे घोड़ा ज़्यादा कौन आ रहा है किसी दोस्त का ये बोलता है किसी को फोन हो रहा है
Come on.
अरे मैं कुछ ज़्यादा दबा दे रहा हूँ बहुत देर में दबाऊँ। मैं लेकिन सही रास्ते से जा नहीं रहा हूँ तो मैप लगा लेता हूँ मैप भी इधर है इधर इधर है ये भी इधर है। दिमाग खराब हो रहा है मेरा अभी। सीख देगा घोड़ा चलाना यार। 2 बार शिफ्ट दबाओ फिर बाद में छोड़ दो, 2 बार शिफ्ट तो तुम दबा दबा के तो अभी तक खास कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग हुआ नहीं इसमें। तो अभी मैं शेयर कर चुका हूँ। कुछ झील जैसा लग रहा है बे।
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
शायद ऐसे एक पुलिस वाला बनेगा मैं भी।
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Oh, what? You getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Oh, no. Put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright. He seems low.
You want to get out of here for a minute?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. You? Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way.
Oh, hardy fucking hard.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county.
Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
I ain't happy. I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak. Suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respect the most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. The whole world has problems, mister. I'm here. When I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now. I got the railway. The people pay my salary trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burn down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Fox Canyon needs shutting down. Forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. It's early yet. Give me a couple more days.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Come on then, Marston. Follow me.
Who are we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
He's a dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. He's spotted. Stay on him, boy.
भाई साहब चलते घोड़े पे भी चल सकते हैं और सिट्टी बजा के घोड़े को भी बुला सकते हैं यार मस्त है
Walton's as bad as you say he is. Why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with. Yeah.
जो साउंड मस्त आ रहा है टन 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 टन।
Come on.
अरे यार इसकी
Come on. Easy.
Looks like we got company, boys. Damn. Take cover. Work our way up this hill. Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. There's one behind the crate. Take him down.
You got a problem with me?
Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you.
भाई
Yours, Marston.
अरे यार
You ain't getting there, Walton. Yeah.
कुछ तो बोला इसने
Make a move for that boulder. There's another one behind the outhouse, boy.
मुझे है क्या मुझे कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा बे
Is that the best you can do, old man?
और कौन है? सामने सामने आओ। अबे बहन चलो, कहाँ से आए तू?
Wolf's inside the house. Take him alive if you can.
Nice shooting, boy. I'd have preferred him to swing. I guess beggars can't be choosers. At least we got
मार दिया। तेरा पता भी मजा आया।
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
तो जो हमने ट्राई किया तो अभी ट्राई करते हैं। एच दबाओ, एच थोड़ा है के देखते हैं। ओ भाई आया, घोड़ा आया, देखो। चलो बेटा घोड़े पे ओके। घोड़ा चिल्लाया कैसे है? परेशान हो जाता है। किसको मार रहा है? लेकिन मस्त मारा यार उसने, जो मारा ना मस्त मारा। भाई क्या गर्दन के ऊपर से फंसा के मारा ना, खतरनाक। शेर किधर है? मैं तो इधर इधर के पीछे आ गया बता। बार उससे ज़्यादा नहीं, कितनी बार है? इसको अपने घर में पहुंचा के टाइम भी 1 घंटा हो चुका है और तो हाई बोल रहा हूँ, ख़त्म होने का टाइम। तो फिर सबको बाय बाय। अगर वीडियो पसंद आए तो लाइक करना, कमेंट करना, सब्सक्राइब करना चैनल को। अगर पसंद नहीं भी आए तो भी लाइक और कमेंट सब्सक्राइब सब कर देना, ठीक है। और बस आज के लिए इतना ही, मिलते हैं अगले वाले वीडियो में। अरे बंद करना भूल गया, चलो मिलते हैं अगले वाले वीडियो में गाइस।